close, we prep for the sound. The curtain falls and the crowd's all round. The night's still young and the stage is set. Our voice is ready, no time for regret. Wisdom and laughter in a verbal embrace. Tonight we're ruling this electric space. Erdtree DLC cyber art. Diving deep in aftershow debates. Acolyte with hot takes so contentious. Hearts race on, our pulse relentless. Yeah, we're alive with every mic. Yeah, like the stars and like the night. Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, fuck Boston.
Man.
Take that hat off. That's a hate crime.
Oh, we're gonna listen. You're lucky I did not have time to get the rest of the props. I went to we went out to grab dinner, stopped at the gas station, and I was gonna get a cigar. I was gonna light it up, and the attendant was fucking stupid. So I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Good. Fuck your,
and
fuck your cigar.
There's gonna be a flag hanging behind me, but they didn't have any
Confederate flags.
No, the 18th World Championship banner of the Boston Celtics.
Now, did they update the flags to include the asterisks that should be next to your championship?
There's no asterisk whatsoever. We absolutely mollywopped the entire league this year, whether guys were in the lineup or they weren't in the lineup. So it really doesn't matter.
You mollywopped the G League lineups.
There's no G League lineups. Literally 80 and 21. One of, I think it was like the third best record in the history of the NBA.
I remember the one team you definitely did mollywop was the healthy Milwaukee Bucks in the regular season.
I believe. I mean,
I believe
where were the Milwaukee Bucks?
I believe they handed you one of your worst losses ever.
Regular season, like whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, asterisks.
No asterisks. None whatsoever.
If Giannis and Dame,
we would have absolutely bitch slapped them too, and we would have absolutely.
Y'all barely beat the Pacers.
We literally lost 3 games, 16-3 in the playoffs.
Y'all got outplayed by the Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all would have got trashed by the Bucks.
He would not have made that. He would not have made that much of a difference.
Yeah, that is absolute cool. Y'all lost.
By the way, everybody wants to talk about all the players the other teams didn't have. No one wants to mention the fact that we won like all those games without Kristaps.
Oh no, we don't have Porzingis.
Absolutely.
What will we do without Porzingis?
Oh, what will we do without Jimmy Butler? Oh, playoff Jimmy, cry. Let me, my emo phase.
We lost Porzingis. All we have left are Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Derek White, and Al Horford.
Which is exactly why we're going to win it again next year.
Oh no, we only have 2 NBA players.
Probably the next year after. Like remember like what LeBron and like the Heatles were supposed to do? That's what the Jays are going to do.
I literally only won because everyone was hurt.
We would have beat everybody. We would have beat everybody. Absolutely would have. Well, then why are you making such a big deal about Kristaps being out? Like,
you're making a big deal about Kristaps.
No, you're like trying to make it sound like it was no big thing.
It wasn't. You have 5. Bro,
right.
You have 2 All NBA players.
Yeah, and
two of the best defensive guards in basketball.
And we would have went 16-0 if we had Kristaps. Against all the full teams that we played too, by the way.
You would have never beaten any of the full teams with me.
Absolutely would have. We would have absolutely slapped them up. Slapped up the Heat all year.
Milwaukee
slapped up Dallas all year.
Milwaukee would have crushed you.
Nah, they had no shot. We literally beat Milwaukee like almost every time we play them.
They literally would have crushed you with Giannis and Dame. Literally would have crushed you.
Well, maybe if Giannis and Lillard did a better job staying in shape, it would have.
It's because they were. Yeah, Giannis wasn't in shape, really.
I mean, he didn't play, did he?
Really?
Maybe
because he wasn't in shape. Really? Really?
They didn't play, and I got a hat. And my 13th championship, by the way.
Enjoy it.
Since 2001.
You won't get another one.
I'm positive we will.
I'm positive you're not going to win next year.
Yeah,
positive. 100%.
I mean, there's a 1 in 30 chance that we won't. There's a 1 in 30 chance we will. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We won this one. There's nothing that anyone can ever take away from it. Literally bitch slapped every team we played. 16-3 in the playoffs. Honestly, you could have given Jimmy Butler LeBron on that Heat. We still would have slapped the shit out of him.
Nah, you didn't.
Slapped the shit.
All I needed was Terry Rozier. All Jimmy needed was Terry.
Oh, Terry Rozier was out. Oh, not Terry Rozier. Oh my God, I can't believe Terry Rozier didn't play.
Terry really would have destroyed y'all.
We literally gave him away for nothing.
He would have crushed y'all.
Literally used him to get like a junk 2nd round pick.
Playoff Terry would have
making any difference.
Playoff Terry would have crushed y'all.
Yeah, playoff Terry did so many great things for us. Won us so many titles.
He's good. Hey, it's not his fault. Your team is mid, but
I'm just saying my team is a world champion.
Yeah, thanks to that grueling competition in the East, like every team missing their best players. But we're back. We're for the After Show podcast.
Hold on. I gotta address this. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
You respect you more for taking some accountability for Suicide Squad. You are not going to buy it, but you take your positive word. Is he?
I thought he was giving me a compliment, but then I wasn't sure. Like
Jay has been taking zero responsibility. He 100% stands by everything he has ever said about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, no, world champion, Steven. The NBA is the best professional league in the world. All the best players. If the Heat won, he'd be saying world champion.
Absolutely. I'm literally only giving you shit because fuck Boston.
Exactly. Okay, but no. Seriously, we gotta kill this. Like all the Europeans are like NBA champions. No, we're the world champions. All the best players in the world play in the NBA. All the best players in the world play in the NHL, MLB, NFL. Whoever wins those leagues, world champions. We don't call the MLS world champions because they're not. It's like the 18th best league in the world. But you also know why we don't call like the what is the Euro League? Not Euro League, but the Premier League. They're not the world champions either because there's a league in Italy and there's a league in Germany and there's a league in Brazil. There's a league in Mexico, and any one of them could be the best league in the world. We don't know. So there you go. Suck on that. Anyway,
also
fired up.
Also, if the Detroit Pistons played in the EuroLeague, they would have won the title. So
exactly. and the Boston Celtics won more playoff games than the Detroit Pistons won regular season games. So that's all I'm saying. But all right, Mike, I got you. All right. Here's what I do want to address that. Okay. I meant everything I said about Suicide Squad at every point in my time. No, we listen, the game, like shit happened. All right. And it progressively got worse.
Yes, it did.
All right. And I had faith that it was going to do better. I thought it was going to do better. And then it just launched in a shit state. Okay. And it is what it is. Okay. But I do feel like I feel like I was very positive about it. And there are probably people that made some decisions based on it. And I do feel bad about that because I didn't think this would happen, Like I didn't think it would go this direction. I thought they'd figure it out. It's fucking Rocksteady. But anyway.
Yeah, it didn't become clear until later on exactly how truly fucked the game was. Because even with launch, if you didn't have the bugs, it was still a fun game. It's just the biggest complaint, apart from it not working, was like waiting for that season 1 to drop. Which, funny enough, High Ruler is like the biggest Suicide Squad show right now because he finally got the Joker to work. Which hilariously, I literally thought like this. I didn't think this would actually happen, but I thought this was a possibility only because we live in the funniest timeline. I was literally thinking as soon as I saw the Pride skins go into the shop,
yeah,
I was like, what if Rocksteady does the funniest thing and High Ruler has his Joker problem solved by equipping the Pride skins. And that's literally what happened. He equipped the Pride skin to the Joker and it fixed it. So now he can play with the Joker. The funniest coincidence. But that I definitely saw coming because I'm a prophet. But yeah, High Ruler, now that he actually has access to the Joker, is having fun with the game. You know, flaws and all. Like the game can be fun. It's just they made a lot of questionable decisions, which thanks to Jason Schreier, we know a lot of that stemmed from the fact that seemingly the former founders, Jamie and Sefton, had no idea what they were doing and were in over their head, and that was the reason for a lot of the more bizarre design decisions and the fact that they were behind schedule. There's a lot of stuff unfinished, but Suicide Squad is supposed to get all 4 seasons. After that though, but they did confirm in an interview that they plan on releasing the current roadmap, which is likely delayed out. If you check out the Battle Pass, I really point this out. The new season is supposed to start when the Battle Pass ends. The Battle Pass ends a week from now. We still don't have any update on season 2. I pretty much was like, all right, if I assumed it was going to be delayed, but I was like, okay, well, if maybe they'll have a Block Friday. If they have a Block Friday, then we'll see. But if not, then yeah, it's definitely delayed. And, yeah,
I honestly do not even care anymore. Like I used to log in every day to see if I get my stupid Clayface doll. Nah, this time their chat or whatever their service literally did not even respond to my emails.
This is my favorite part of Suicide Squad right now. Jay consistently getting fucked over on those cosmetics.
All right. I don't think I've checked in a few days, so we're gonna check right now.
I pray that Jay didn't get it. The best thing Suicide Squad has done post launch is not give Jay his cosmetics on time.
Yeah,
I love it. I haven't actually logged into the game at all over the last week, and
you finished the Battle Pass, right?
Yeah, I finished the Battle Pass a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, not that it expires, but
yeah, I have nothing to play for it because at first I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just grind, try to see if I could finally get what a master graded item past level 3, grind some levels. But as soon as I saw that I got a bug where I don't gain XP, I don't gain talent points on the current Earth, I was like, yeah, I can't with this bullshit game, bro. Like, if I want to gain talent points for playing, I have to switch to the Scarecrow Earth. But if I switch to the Scarecrow Earth, even though it has all of the Two-Face content, if I play the Two-Face incursions on the Scarecrow Earth, it doesn't count towards my mastery. So my mastery levels won't increase. So I have to choose between gaining XP to get talent points and increasing my mastery levels. And I'm like, I'm going to choose to play something else that fucking works instead.
Yeah.
Lejeune took that shield money and dipped.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's frustrating because I really wanted the game to be good because I wanted to have content that I could make all the time. I wanted to log into the item shop every week, see what the new update was, kind of like Avengers. But yeah, they just want any of that. So
Jay Shockblast actually has the absolute best Joker build in the game.
I doubt it.
I'm trying to think. I literally haven't logged. I'm trying to think of the last thing I played when I logged in. I know I changed my Joker build a little bit recently. I'm pretty sure I'm still running. I was playing around with the new stuff, just because, but you can honestly just play the same build that I posted and it's fine because I took it up.
So this is what keeps happening to me. All right, for a second I was excited because I logged in, I saw trophies had something new, and then I go here, there's nothing. But these trinkets, like no matter how many times I do this, it basically says that they're new all over again. So, yep, still nothing.
I'm glad. I hope they never add it.
You know what I do have though? This hat.
Fuck your hat. She got paid. They pay well. The game didn't do well, but they paid their creators well. I will say that.
Well, if you asked for the right amount of money, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of us did not.
Well, to be fair, I am a big deal.
Fair.
But yeah, welcome to chat, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, we came out on fire because this man Sadat the Lamer is jelly, the big jelly, a big old jar of strawberry jelly.
Well, Jay Shield Blast, I had to let him know, fuck Boston right off the bat. But
what a parade today, though! What a parade! Just a million large just hanging out.
I hope everyone who drove got a flat tire.
Derek White got some new teeth.
Good for him. Oh, Eastwood was first today. Good. Look at the old man getting up early, beating all the youths. What's up, Gabe? Cap Taylor, last of understanding, of course. Steven. Appreciate all y'all hanging out. I know it's been a tough week, watching Boston fans celebrate that fake title, but
complete world title.
It is what it is.
Matter of fact, let's bring this one back.
I would not allow this.
This is going to be a constant fight, like throughout the whole show.
Let me first put this up. We'll go back to the correct. I would not let that stand. Can we just say that Jason Kidd clearly was paid by the NBA to throw this series?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when your team loses or the other team wins,
it was the way.
Look at all that gold.
It was the way in which they won. You cannot give me a reasonable explanation for why you figure out a team, give them one of the worst blowouts in finals history.
I think the Celtics just gave them the gentleman's sweep. All right. They're like, all right, we feel bad for you.
They were completely outplayed. And the very next game, they did the exact opposite strategy of what worked.
they gave up at halftime in game 4. Like, you can't tell me that the Celtics didn't just say, all right, whatever, this game's over. Let them have it.
Yeah, because there was nothing they could do. They got destroyed.
Well, they just missed every shot.
They did not just miss every shot. Boston were completely outplayed on both ends. Like, they finally played proper defense. Luka wasn't gambling. They were plugging the gaps. They adjusted their coverage so that they were not giving up contested. They were not giving up open threes. And then on offense, they stopped being fucking stupid and actually attacked the mismatches. That's how they should have been playing the entire time.
They did not think he was Jaylen Brown at all. Like, it was all part of the joke. Like, all right, let me tell you a story. All right. Once I went to a Red Sox game, okay, and I caught a foul ball. I was wearing a Patriots Teddy Bruschi jersey. Do you know what happened when I caught the ball? Everybody in the crowd started going, "Brew," which is what they do for Teddy Bruschi. Guess what? They didn't think I was Teddy Bruschi. I was just wearing his jersey. All right.
I think they did.
I wish, like, first of all, I named my first dog before Thor. His name was Teddy after Teddy Bruschi. They did not think that. Like, that video is social media at its finest. People like, this is real. It wasn't real. It's what we do here.
It's Boston. You never know.
I mean, showed up a million large today. Great parade. Enjoyed watching it on TV. No No shot I was driving in there.
The worst parade ever. Fuck Boston.
It was pretty great.
Awesome.
I'll tell you my 2007, I went to the Red Sox parade, pulled up to this garage. There's a big sign in front, $20 all day parking. Like, all right, cool. $20, no big deal. Pull out, go to pay, $70. Absolutely got hoodwinked.
Yeah, rookie mistake.
Yeah.
I want absolutely no part of parades. I watched them on TV. I'm like, oh, that must be a nightmare to navigate through.
Yeah.
Especially when I accidentally ended up in the fucking Phillies championship parade.
Oh God.
Because I was literally just out partying, and all of a sudden we see like a fucking zombie horde of people wearing Philly gear. I'm like, what happened? I checked my phone, and then they said they had just won the World. So I was like,
yeah, I did that parade in 2007 for the Red Sox, and I was like, yeah, I'm all set. I ain't never doing one of these again.
Yeah, I don't need to be around that many people, especially sports fans.
I think the Lakers flexing those 5 championships from Minnesota is worse than flexing the in-season tournament.
Speaking of Lakers, JJ Redick is LeBron's podcast partner, is their new head coach.
I hope like hell the Celtics draft Bronny 54. I just want him to like draft him and bury him.
I feel like there's definitely going to be a team that drafts him like before the end of the second round.
Well, the Lakers are at 55, which is great. Of course, those second round picks, like every single one of them usually gets traded. Did you know they're doing like 2 nights of the NBA draft this year? Like people give a shit about the second round.
It's weird they would do that for the one draft in the last few years that literally no one cares about.
Yeah. This is supposed to be not the best draft, right?
Yeah, this is like the draft, like we thought the last draft that we thought was really bad was only because COVID ruined scouting, and it actually turned out to be really good. That was the Luka draft, I think, or the one with I think the one with Donovan Mitchell too was like way better than people thought. But this draft, legitimately, everyone's just like, yeah, there's like decent players, but there's like no generational talents or anything like that.
You know what the worst is? Like, imagine back-to-back years, the top 3 picks were like Philadelphia, LA, Boston, and like just back-to-back years we get Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum at 3. And one of those years we actually traded down from number 1 to 3.
Completely finessed Philly.
Yeah. Philly ended up with Markelle Fultz. I mean, that did not go well.
Yeah. To be fair, no one could have predicted that he would forget how to shoot.
I thought he was going to be good. I wanted the Celtics to take Tatum. Jaylen Brown, I was indifferent to. I wanted Jamal Murray at the time.
Which would have been good, but yeah, it turns out when in doubt, take the 6'8" wing.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, he really did come into his own in the playoffs. Yeah, I know you're never going to say anything positive, but
you know what? Even though I hate Boston with a fiery, burning passion, I actually like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown too. But I'm more
of Drew Holiday.
I mean, that's Philly. That's my guy. I love Drew. Derek White. I'm glad. I've been a fan of White since he was in that San Antonio system. I just think they do such a great job of finding players, and I just knew that Derek White was going to be really good somewhere. You know, as soon as he left San Antonio. Jason Tatum, pretty much everyone. I'm just because I'm a fan of Drew Hanlon and what he does. So all his pure sweat clients, I rock with, like that's Tatum, Embiid, Beal, Levine, Clarkson. I rock with all those guys.
I'm just gonna take this as an absolute win. He just admitted to liking 4 Celtics.
Well, Drew's not really a Celtic.
He loves being a Celtic.
He loves being traded to good teams. Like I'm sure he loved being a Buck too. I
actually believe that. I actually I feel like he was blindsided by all that.
Yeah, shit like that. I mean, I understand why they made that swing because they felt like they needed, that superstar to appease Giannis and put them over the top. But I definitely think they underestimated the impact of Drew Holiday.
This hat sucks, by the way. Like, it's the most uncomfortable hat ever. I literally just bought it to fuck with Sadat, though.
It's uncomfortable to look at, so yeah.
It's not even like a good looking hat either.
Definitely not.
But it's the official one, and I didn't intend on wearing it. It's a trophy. So
I'm actually glad the Lakers, Steven, didn't get Dan Hurley because I don't like the Lakers. It's definitely not on the level of Boston. It's mainly because I hate LeBron. Like as soon as LeBron leaves the Lakers, I'll be indifferent to them.
Listen, I am a pretty big UConn fan. I'm big. I'm not like the most I like to watch college basketball if it's on. I'm certainly not like super passionate about it the way I used to be. I kind of just root for schools from places that I've lived. UConn was like my dream school when I was like wanting to go to college and everything. And I did not get into stores. I got into Hartford and I did not want to go to Hartford. So, but I was always a fan. That was back when we had they had Danielle Marshall and Donnie Marshall and who else was on that team? I don't think El Camine, I think, was on that team. But they had what's the dude that went to Detroit? Anyway, they had like a star-studded team back when I was in high school. So I always liked them, but I also grew up in North Carolina. I actually had one of my ears operated on at Duke University and got to meet Leitner and Grant Hill, Thomas Hill, Bobby Hurley, that whole team.
Yeah, I wanted to play. I literally wanted to play for Duke when I was 12.
But here's the thing: being from North Carolina and being young, I didn't understand this because I liked UNC too, and for a long time I liked UNC and Duke, which obviously not allowed.
No.
But I am more of a UNC guy.
Actually, you know what is allowed? Fuck them.
It's sports.
Well,
when you're a kid, you don't get it. My parents weren't from there, so they certainly don't understand. That was going on. I liked NC State too, because they were the Wolfpack. That's cool. Yeah. But I also so when it comes to college, I'm like, all right, tournament time runs around. I want to see all the New England teams do good, but especially UConn. I would say UConn, UNC are my teams because that's where I grew up. And then college football, it's the University of Tennessee. But otherwise, yeah. So I wanted Hurley to stay there.
I only follow Duke, but I don't even watch men's basketball much anymore. I got much more interested in women's basketball to me.
That's because your teams suck. So
no, Duke, yeah. With Duke, even when Duke is doing well, I just don't care about college basketball that much anymore. But women's college basketball definitely made me more interested in following it again. I'm looking forward to seeing what Juju does next year. I think she's going to be really great. But yeah, the whole women's college basketball wave was pretty crazy. I was watching all those games. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Caitlin Clark. The Caitlin Clark drama just never stops. It's always something.
But I don't understand how Angel Reese can I'm really she's losing me. I think she's a great player and everything, but the jealousy is just so palpable. She is way too jealous of Caitlin Clark.
100%.
And for her to sit there and pretend that wasn't a flagrant foul, she was going to clean her clock. Just say it like it is.
Yeah, she gave her a hard foul. That was I understand her situation though. Obviously, she feels some type of way. She definitely played a part in the revival of the movement of women's college basketball. Her rivalry with Caitlin Clark definitely is what really propelled the sport forward. And she played that villain role well, and I understand her being mad. I know she gets a ton of racism online, and she feels some type of way because she's not, just quite frankly, not as popular as Caitlin Clark. It just is what it is.
Yeah. And that's I get that. I do. And I just feel like she's taking it the wrong way. And if you're going to take it the way she is, just fucking go full heel and embrace it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. It's the fake victim stuff. Like she knows what she's doing. If you're gonna, she is like going a halfway. Like she clearly hates Caitlin Clark. Like she literally celebrated when her teammate cheap shot at Caitlin. Just stand on it. Just stand on business.
Did you see what happened after the fact? Like they're on the road and like they got harassed. They faced harassment at their hotel. It was one guy with like a cell phone camera TMZing them.
Yeah, literally one guy with a camera asking her questions.
And it wasn't even like, it was just asking questions outside the hotel. I understand that could be creepy, but like, let's not pretend that was harassment.
She's a professional basketball player. Like this literally happens to every professional athlete. It's just that it never happened to women's basketball because no one cared. Literally no one ever knew who she was before the Caitlin Clark situation.
And I just couldn't believe that there were actual talking heads that like were like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It's like, come on, let's relax a little bit. All right. It was just a harmless dork with a cell phone camera asking some questions.
I can't believe one guy asked a professional basketball player some questions while a giant security dude kept him away.
Right.
like, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying. So yeah.
The whole thing is stupid. Like Caitlin Clark, I'm hoping for the sake of women's sports, because it just came out that they're losing even more money than they ever had before, which is not surprising considering they're paying for the charter flights now. But if they want to ensure a future where they can actually make a profit, they need to like kind of rein some of this in, because like it's like we get it, it's cute. Like we knew they were going to hate on Caitlin. Like it's not even the thing. It's not even a Caitlin thing. Like WNBA notoriously really bad when it comes to new players. like they Maya Moore went through the same stuff. Like if you're a really good young WNBA player, you're probably going to get hated on by the veterans badly.
Yeah,
especially if you're street. Like that's just the reality of it. Like they hate on every new star that comes out. Like the NBA is much better about that. Like when a new exciting prospect coming through, even before they even get to the league, like you'll see NBA players show up at their games. They'll be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see. Like they were like for Wemby, like, oh man, Wemby's going to be a monster. I'm curious what Wemby's going to be doing, and what the WNBA is the exact opposite.
Yeah. Apparently Jaylen Brown is dating someone in the WNBA.
Really?
Which
one?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out.
Is it Caitlin Clark?
No.
That'd be hilarious.
No, I just saw she was at the parade with him today.
We're going to test Jay's knowledge of the WNBA right now.
Let's see.
Yeah, I definitely respect Caitlin being respectful about it. Like there's so many times where she could just took the bait and just gone hard in the paint. But no matter what anyone says, like Angel Reese, she could have even responded. Like she just kept it professional the entire time. Like I know that makes Angel Reese even madder. that Caitlin won't take the bait and just go off.
Oh, here it is. Kaisri Gondrazik.
Never heard of her.
From the Chicago Sky.
Oh, that's Angel's team, right?
She's hot.
I would imagine.
Went to Michigan. Hold on.
Let me see. I just pulled it up.
Apparently, this is her.
Oh, well, she is very hot.
Apparently, also went to West Virginia. Did she go to like 10 schools?
Damn, good for Jaylen Brown.
Anyway, yeah.
Loving basketball.
Man, I've made you say 2 nice things about Jaylen Brown tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely miss Inside the NBA. What is going on? I'm sad they couldn't. I thought there might be hope, but it looks like it's over.
It is wild that they're playing in bigger arenas and like still losing money. And you know, when I was in LA, I had to, like, that was right when the USA basketball team came out, and I had a lot of time in my hotel room because I was on East Coast time, so I just left ESPN running, and I'd have to listen to that First Take nonsense and everything, and Stephen A. Smith and all them people. And they were just like talking nonstop about should Caitlin Clark be on the team and blah, blah, blah. And one of the points that I hated, like, first of all, I'm okay if she's not on the team. Okay. If she's not one of the 12 best players, then fine. I think we talked about this last week, but like
her and Angel Reese definitely should have been on the team.
I do feel like there would have been it would have been a good idea to find a way to get one or both of them on, you know,
they both should have been on the team.
Because I think the worst point was that it's not Team USA's job to grow the game.
It's literally their job to grow.
And this is literally an example of why. You know, that you want these leagues to be serious. You want these players to make money. You want to be able to do this. Well, you know, but I will say there was a Sparks game when I was in LA, and I mean, there were a lot of people that went to the game. Like, I saw a lot of people like leaving the arenas. So it's
definitely gotten a lot of popular. And Caitlin Clark is actually, her team is actually in the playoffs now.
I even saw a dude at the sports bar I went to wearing a Caitlin Clark shirt, which I thought was weird. Listen, I don't know that I could wear a Caitlin Clark jersey. I just don't think I could.
Because you hate women. I get it.
No, there's a point even now where like people are like, oh, you're wearing another dude's name on your back. I'm like, I get it.
No, if you're a fan of the WNBA, rock that jersey proudly. Don't
I got no problem with anybody else doing it. I just don't know if I could.
Don't let the haters get you down.
But I don't think there would be like I understand that like putting Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese on Team USA takes away 2 opportunities from 2 other people. But at the same time, if you believe that those are like the 2 best rookies in the league, I think you hold a place for that. Like, I think that you can bring Caitlin Clark in off the bench as a spot shooter, and I'm sure she can hit her shots. Angel Reese, I think, has had doubles in her last 10 games or something. Yeah. She set some kind of rookie record for consecutive doubles.
Yeah. Though people keep pointing out that she gets a lot of those off of her old miss layups.
Oh, really? Yeah. Listen, you should be excited. I knew that much. I did not know she's missing a lot of her own layups.
I think that's the other fundamental difference, that she doesn't seem to understand why people like her more, like Caitlin more than her. Angel Reese is not a fun basketball player to watch. Caitlin Clark, it was fun watching her play, because she's coming up, going behind the back, Curry slide, 30-footer. like people love watching that. No one wants to watch a post player go 6 for 20, get 15 rebounds on jump hooks. No one wants to see that. It's not fun. It just isn't. Like at least with an NBA play, like Wemby's a big man, but it's fun to watch him because he's 7'3". He's moving around like a guard, doing sham gods and dunking on people. That's fun to watch. It's not fun to watch Angel Reese catch the ball in the block and do a push. It is what it is. That's why.
Oh yeah, Cameron Brink is the other one. I saw something that between the 3 of them, right now they had all these different votes and whatever, and any of the 3 of them could win Rookie of the Year.
For sure. But I'm not surprised at all that they will lose the money, because the Caitlin Clark effect was definitely big, but it was definitely knowing how the operations run I knew it was going to take time before any of those gains manifested, especially since they made that big investment in charting. Like, yeah, the Caitlin Clark coming into the league sold tickets and it helped, and that's definitely a big part of it. But one of the reasons the NBA makes so much money is their TV deals and their sponsorships. Now, those sponsorships are rolling in now more and more, thanks to the growing popularity of the WNBA, but they don't have a new TV deal yet. They don't, and the existing deal they have was based on the previous WNBA ratings, which were not that good. But they messed with them because the support for the NBA. But going forward, if they can maintain that and continue growing and they don't screw anything up, they're going to get more sponsorships for the league. They're going to be able to negotiate better TV contracts.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I agree with Eastwood though. I can't wait for some football.
Fuck football.
No. Isn't the NBA draft like quick?
I think it should be soon. Yeah. I know we're officially in free agency. We got the first trade. The first Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso.
I saw you saw my comment.
Yeah, I don't know if R. Kelly technically lives in Chicago. I don't know where his prison is located. But
yeah,
I saw people trying to say that the Thunder got the worst end of the deal. I'm like, how?
I've honestly only seen people say, like, I feel like Josh Giddey's a good player and he's still really young and he could get better, but
I think it's a great trade for both the teams. I mean, it's not like Josh Giddey's talented, but it's not like he's a generational prospect or anything like that. There's a reason they're trading him, because he was unplayable in the playoffs.
And Alex Caruso is like the ultimate role player.
Literally, like, he's the perfect fit. Like, if they plugged in Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey, they probably are in the conference finals at least. Like, he's that good of a player.
I mean, it would have ended the same.
Yeah, with the Celtics losing.
The Celtics winning the title.
They definitely want to beat the Thunder.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not a chance y'all to beat the Thunder.
We'll never know because we're already the champs.
I mean, you're not going to be in the finals next year, so yeah, we definitely never.
I mean, it is extremely likely they will be at least in the Eastern Conference Finals, considering they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals like almost every year of the Jays' career.
I think you're going to lose in the second round next year. Mark that down.
Yeah, I mean, we could be talking about 2, 3.
Please do that. You know how all that worked out for LeBron. Please.
Listen, I am not superstitious, but I'm stitious. And you didn't see me like talking any kind of smack until we won. When it's over, I'll talk a little bit, but yeah, I don't like count on anything until it's over. Especially because, like I've said many times, the Celtics play down to their competition, and but how do you think Ime Udoka feels right now? Like, that dude stepped out on Nia Long, okay, and now his assistant just won a world title. Nia, sorry, and now he's stuck in Houston.
I don't think he's stuck in Houston. The Rockets were really good,
and he probably would have won. Like, honestly, if Ime was here last year, definitely would have beat the Heat and definitely would have won the title.
I don't think he feels stupid. I mean, I'm sure he feels some type of way about getting fired over that. Like, I don't think he should have been fired for it at all. But
I've gone back and forth on that. I think the part where he should have been is that they were told to stop and they kept doing it anyway. And at a certain point, the guy that's like writing the checks is going to win.
Of course, but I think that's a petty reason. I mean, let it go. I mean, she chose him. Like, it is what it is. Like, don't let your personal stuff get in the way of business. But it is what it is.
As a fan of the Celtics, I agree. I do think Ime is a better coach than Missoula. But I do also think Missoula is getting a lot better, and his players love him.
Yeah, Missoula, and he also gives great interviews.
He's very, very much a man of faith.
Very, very Mark Jackson. He's giving Mark Jackson.
Yeah, somebody asked him something about like if he was.
Oh yeah, they asked him because there was 2 black players in the finals because Jason Kidd's technically half black.
Yeah,
and he said, "I wonder how many of them are Christian."
Yeah,
and it was just dead silent.
Yeah,
they had no idea how to respond to that.
And he said it with like
100%
conviction.
He not joking, like dead serious.
Yeah, as deadpan as you can be.
I love it, but yeah, MA's doing a great job. Like The Rock, they assumed like when he got there, The Rock was just going to be just trash, but then they started playing well. Now they're like one of the more promising teams in the West upcoming. So I
think he's I thought he was a great coach, and I respect him as a coach quite a bit. I was all about it, but anyway, listen. We could sit here and talk NBA basketball forever. For at least the next year. I'm absolutely going to hold this title over your head. But we're here for video games, and I think you would prefer we moved on to some video games now, because you don't really have a good comeback to the basketball stuff. So
there's no greater comeback than fuck Boston.
Listen, if that's what you got, I'll
that's all you need.
I'm okay with that.
But we do have some Spider-Man 2 stuff. Something's going on, Mr. Shock Blast. We got the update, the free outfits. Love it. But there's a lot of other Spider-Man stuff going on. Makes me think that they're cooking something up. We got a fresh 19 inches, 13 inches in this case of Venom. You get 12 inches of Spider-Man and 10 inches of Miles Morales.
Not used to the black man being the smaller.
I mean, Venom is black technically in spirit. But he's there is on Amazon right now, but I
wouldn't think anything of this.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
As far as merchandising goes, I feel like they're just very slow to getting stuff out. Like the Funko Pops just came out too.
And now we're just getting this poster collection from Dark Horse Comics as well. So if you're a Spider-Man 2 enjoyer, there is a lot of merch to be had right now, in addition to the free content. But of course, people are waiting for that story DLC. It feels definitely like everything's just running behind, which understandable when you face one of the biggest cyber attacks in your industry's history.
Can we got to talk about something real quick? This suit right here had no business going that hard.
Yeah, I was like the KidSuper designs look better in game,
right?
And then I actually got to try them out. I was like, oh, these are actually like this one. I thought the biker jacket one would be better in game,
right?
Because it looked good in the screenshots, but when
it's my least favorite.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. But this variant of the racing suit looked awesome. I really liked the black variant, Miles's variant of the Metro suit.
This suit right here, I want to see it without the helmet. I want to see put a mask on him.
100%.
I feel like this could be the new advanced suit, very easily.
It's without the helmet. Yeah, even with the helmet, it's really cool. But without the helmet, I really do like the design. And of course, the last stand suit, the suit style, the black suit style for the last stand suit, absolutely my favorite.
Yeah, right they're all they came out really good in the game. I thought. But that suit, Rock Rider today posted,
they did a Gran Turismo.
Edit. It
was really.
I feel like that has to happen, right? You've got that property, work it out, get it in Gran Turismo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I'm all about it.
I don't play that game.
I don't think I've ever played a Gran Turismo in my life.
Well, it was part of the design. Like it was designed with a race car driver.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it was a race car driver designed it. The other one, there was one designed by like a soccer player, so it had like the Brazilian colors.
Yeah.
They were all themed. Like KidSuper collabed with like different people to get like their inspiration for these different suits, and that's why they came out like that.
Yeah, and like the recolors definitely looked really good. I felt like there was another recolor that looked really cool. I don't know which one it was.
Now, the Uptown Pride one was great. Is always just great, but I really like the black and silver variant for that one. That one came out really cool. Those overall I was impressed. Of course, the quality of light changes were added, so now all the people who wanted to change their parry animation, they can do that now. You can parry with either the iron arms or you can parry with the symbiote. Either one. Still can't make it snow, Jay. I want it to snow. I'm waiting for the update. Now, my theory is that Insomniac is going to be at Comic-Con. I think they're going to make another Comic-Con appearance. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out on the Comic-Con announcements because I know they're coming pretty soon. They're gearing up for it. They might even talk about some about it on the podcast next week. Marvel's official podcast launches next week, which I'm definitely curious about because I feel like that's an opportunity as well if they don't fuck that up to deliver some cool information and updates. So I'm definitely going to be spectating on that one. But I feel like Insomniac is about to pull up on Comic-Con again. I think Marvel is going to it could go either way, but I think Marvel this year might not skip again. I think they might have like something to actually promote this time around. Like they're trying to reclaim the Marvel brand. You know, the MCU has been falling off a bit, but they're going to have some momentum, presumably, because Deadpool and Wolverine comes out like I think a couple of days after Comic-Con starts, the San Diego Comic-Con starts. And I imagine that they might have some other stuff to promote. Like I heard they have the Agatha show. There's supposed to be some news for that, and that's coming out in October. Daredevil Born Again. So I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel makes its grand return to Hall H, and we get some cool stuff.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool. I would definitely like to be excited again for some Marvel stuff, you know, but
especially because James Gunn's already confirmed to be there doing stuff for DC. Definitely not the Blade movie.
Did you? I heard a rumor about what the original script was supposed to be.
I've heard a couple rumors and leaks about what there were several iterations. I heard one was supposed to be like a period piece. I know the one probably most people are familiar with is the one where Blade was going to be like the fourth lead and it was just going to be about 3 girl bosses.
The one I heard today was like 1920s. Lilith was involved and she was trying to get the blood of his daughter. I don't know. I feel like this is classic.
They're really overthinking this.
Yeah, exactly. It's classic Marvel. Like they're like I saw somebody say just put Blade in a 80 floor building and have him fight his way out. You know, it's infested with vampires.
Yeah, like they really don't have. It's fucking Blade, bro. Look at the Wesley Snipes movies. Like there's a reason people love them. They didn't take themselves too seriously. They kept it simple. Blade is cool. The character is cool. We want to see him kill vampires. That's literally all. Kill vampires, occasionally say some funny shit. That's the movie. Like you don't have to make it more complicated than that. But they're doing, as usual, way too much and just obviously putting the wrong people in charge. We're seeing this happen with Star Wars, the Acolyte, which somehow got even worse. Did you give up watching the show yet?
No, I watched this week's episode, and I thought this week's episode is better than like the show. Hyrule had a really good comment on it. Like the show is fine. I just like everybody expects everything Star Wars to be incredible. And the problem right now is that like you're dealing with a bunch of new characters that nobody knows in an era that people don't know. And it's a little different.
That's the thing. I don't think it's that. I think it's just bad. Like Rogue One had a bunch of characters that people weren't familiar with, but it was an awesome fucking movie because it was just an awesome movie.
Right.
And I feel like the output of Star Wars consistently has just been bad or mediocre, and it's been clearly made by people who just don't care that much or at all about the IP. And that boiled over even in this past week episode, because it's like, yeah, I thought episode 3 was just a disaster, but I thought, you know, episode 4 was better, but it was just boring. Like almost nothing happened until the very end. But it's just not. It just doesn't look well made. It like they had this, which became a just hilarious controversy.
About Ki Adi Mundi.
Yeah, they put Ki Adi Mundi in there, even though he's not like supposed to be alive yet. Like,
I think you can like get by that. I think that's a little overblown.
It was overblown, but no, it was the fact that it was obviously a complete oversight. Like because literally half of the writing team never even watched Star Wars before, so it was an oversight. And then Wookipedia updated their wiki to just make it to just be like, oh well, it's canon now. It is, instead of acknowledging that it was obviously a mistake. And then the Star Wars fans, had a meltdown over it and started setting death. Some people said death threats to Wikipedia.
I wonder though, like how legit when they say, "Oh, we're getting death threats." Like
it's legit. Like I've seen enough of these and interacted with enough of these people. Like it's all people are they're always going to milk it, because it's like
right.
Because it's become a culture war thing. So it's to be expected. Like Star Wars Theory got involved. They were saying Star Wars Theory was sending death threats, and now he's threatening to sue them. I think what happens is, like, especially when you're dealing with this culture war stuff, you have people who straight up, a lot of people in these cultural communities are just straight up pieces of shit. Like they 100% are sending all the worst threats, but everyone's doing it. Like they're just extreme. The culture wars are just extreme. So I have 100% no doubt that as soon as people were like, "Hey, did you see Wikipedia change Ki Adi Mundi?" Like they, "Oh yeah, get him!" Like woke Disney again. Like I have no doubt you had some window lickers sending them death threats. What was it? The majority of the criticism? No, but it was definitely there. It's always there. These people are just this sort of controversy just naturally attracts the biggest absolute bottom feeders on the internet. So yeah, I have no doubt that happened. But I thought it was when I heard about it, I was like, I just thought it was funny because I was like, well, of course they didn't know when he was fucking born. Like they don't care about the show.
Yeah, and it scares me that the main one wants to make a Knights of the Old Republic series. And she wants to like have Kreia be like the star, which would make no fucking sense.
Kreia is going to teach Anakin Skywalker the ways of the Force.
Probably. Yeah. Like Kreia would be like the worst option. Like Kreia is cool and all, but she's absolutely a background character. Like in the second game, not even the first.
That I can't wait for that. I want to see Jay's review of that. Speaking of, our friend Del Walker got himself into some culture war drama again. So if obviously we talk about Del a lot.
Are we allowed to say our friend? He takes exception to that.
Friend, yeah, he took exception to friend of the channel from a
grifter, a
certain grifter. But I feel like we're pretty much positive. I don't know if he knows you. He actually follows me, so I feel like I can.
He follows me.
He follows you too? Oh, probably because of me. But I feel like someone we're friendly with, Del Walker, who we're fans of his work. He's been getting targeted by the face of the current Gamergate grifter movement, Grums. Grums has repeatedly been farming his tweets for content and donations, and in the most dishonest way possible, as you'd expect from a grifter, like literally just lying about someone mentioned that I'm only calling people grifters because I don't agree with them. No, I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean when I call these people grifters. So this is a tweet that went viral a while ago. So remember the whole Silent Hill 2 controversy because they changed Maria to make her less sexy. It was a thing.
Okay.
The original Silent Hill character, Maria, looked more seductive because the entire point of her character is that like she was a manifestation of the main character's psyche, and she was the whole point of her character is that she was supposed to look alluring and seductive in order to tempt him or whatever. So for the Silent Hill 2 remake, they gave her a modern audience update. So obviously people immediately start yelling DEI, woke, whatever, blah blah blah. But the consensus was the change sucks. They completely took away the whole point of the character. She's not supposed to look like that. They completely messed it up. So obviously the grifters assume, oh, woke, whatever, blah blah blah. But Dell actually weighed in on it. Like he actually agreed it was a bad change, but he gave his perspective as a game designer who's been in a room when stuff like this happens. He's like, and he explained like this is kind of could be why this happened. And he said, as a game dev, I'm here to tell you these situations arise when there are too many men on a team. They overcorrect for the hypersexuality of the 90s, and there's no woman in the room to say, relax. Some women like dressing in leopard print and crop tops, and that's okay. Literally just saying, hey, it's not always, just this woke conspiracy. Sometimes, like in his experience, it's literally just guys trying to overcorrect and being afraid of being offensive, and there's no woman there to say, hey, like, it's fine. like you're doing too much. So, pretty reasonable take. Like he's not saying, oh, woke, whatever. He's just saying, hey, as someone who works in game dev and design specifically, this is why sometimes this happens. He even elaborated that on the thread. Now, you heard that tweet, right? This was how Grums, Mr. Grifter, interpreted that tweet. Suicide Squad game dev mocks gamer outrage over uglification of characters in Silent Hill 2. Now, in that tweet, Jay, did you interpret Dell as mocking gamer outrage for Silent Hill 2?
No.
right.
I don't really think she looks that worse. Like she's wearing a skirt past her knees. Yeah. And just like a very low cut dress. It just happens to be wearing a jacket. I don't understand.
Yeah, the point, her iconic look is basically a crop top leopard print skirt. That's like her iconic look. And they were disappointed that they gave her this look. She also looks like she looks like scared, not seductive, whatever.
I mean, I don't know anything about the character if we're being honest. So
yeah, the point of the character is that the portrayal of the character in the trailer was completely different from how she was in the original game. And so people objected to that, not just because it looked like they completely seemed to change the entire character. And Dell said, yeah, it's I don't like the change, and this is why sometimes this happens. And Grums immediately grifted off of that by literally just straight up lying, which is funny because he literally like shows the tweet and then just blatantly lies about what he says in the tweet and shares it. And
I think I saw a worse tweet than that from him about Dell.
Oh yeah, so there was another one where this time they're grifting off of Wolverine because people got some screenshots from the hacked pre-alpha build, and they're saying, oh, this is Wolverine's going to be woke again because, well, Sweet Baby is working on the game, but they said, oh, look at what they did to Jean. Look at all the characters ugly. All the characters look ugly. It's a pre-alpha build. Literally, they have a screenshot of Wolverine's face clipping through a mask. Like it's not finished. It's clearly not finished. It's a pre-alpha build, but they're saying, oh, whoa. But Dell had previously made a tweet about how he sometimes gets frustrated when he like pitches a certain design for an attractive black female character, and it gets edited to shit. And he described it as like them looking like grocery store aunties when they send it back to him. And of course, Grum's grifted off that tweet to make it sound like Dell was saying, "Yeah, I agree. The wokes are destroying beautiful." Like that's not what he was saying at all. But Dell unfortunately actually got some pushback. He just tweeted this that he
That's
got.
the tweet that I saw.
Yeah, he got apparently some devs reached out to him privately, politely and not so politely, getting angry at him for making the tweet in the first place because he gave ammo to the Gamergate people, and he just reiterated that he appreciates anyone that reaches out to him directly instead of what I'm assuming most are going to do, which is talk shit behind his back and maybe try to deny him some opportunities, which is unfortunate. Personally, I don't know, like I respect Dell for the fact that he's like a straightforward guy and he's not afraid to just speak his mind no matter what. Like it's unfortunate that he's in a situation where he has to kind of dance around certain stuff because he definitely knows that grifters like Grums are going to take his words out of context and just straight up lie in order to grift off of it. But it is unfortunate that he's getting pushback because I feel like he should be able to voice valid complaints that he has about some of the stuff that goes on in the game industry without being attacked for it just because some racist grifter is going to lie about what he said.
Yeah, he's such a good follow too because like he like comments a lot on the industry and like things that make you think. I don't know if it was him that I saw the tweet from, but I saw a tweet, or I thought it was him like quote tweeting it.
This is the microtransaction one?
Yeah. About like the StarCraft 2 dev who like worked 60 hours a week for like 3 years straight. And then they put out a horse for $15 in World of Warcraft and it made more money than StarCraft 2 made.
The entire game.
Yeah, it's wild. But like that's the point. That's why there are microtransactions.
Yeah, because every game can't be Power World. Like if your game's not going to sell, 10 million units, then it's like, yeah, like especially if your game is expensive. Like if you're spent, a lot of these AAA games are, they're spending tens of millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions even, and that's why you'll have them not really taking risks like they would before. Like they were like, we're going to go with the established franchises, or we're going to go live service ish or a game and services with, because they're trying to make sure that they, get their investment back. And I think I understand that logic. I think it's the wrong approach though. I think not taking risks is the wrong decision, but I think spending less money and making smaller games is a better move, because that's why the indie market is thriving so much, because those technology has improved to the point where they can make really quality stuff without, spending tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. And because they're free from like the trappings of the AAA studios, they can, be more creative and make more interesting stuff. That's why we're seeing so many, chart-topping indie games. And I feel like AAA needs to kind of get at least close to that. Like take some gambles on like interesting, weird, but cheaper games. Like Immortals of Avian had no business being $100 million game.
Well, I get it, but it's like it's a new studio, so like they're launching an entire new studio from scratch. So I'm sure that contributed to some of it.
Yeah, but I think that's even more reason to be like, okay, you're a new studio, you're getting a brand new IP. Like, let's ease our way into it.
Yeah,
with a smaller, interesting game, and see how people react to it. And then, if people love it, then we can expand on it and do more of that thing. Nintendo creativity in our direction instead of bleeding edge graphics. Yeah, like it's clear. It's very clear from the slop that Nintendo routinely serves out. Gamers don't care, for the most part, don't care that much about graphics. Like they're
I mean, that's the catch-22 of it, though. Like, how many times have we heard, "Oh, PS2 graphics"? You know?
but those are people who don't actually play games. Like,
yeah, that's I get it.
That's what I've realized. Like watching an online discourse, most of those people don't buy games. They aren't real.
It's a mobile game.
Those people, those are either like console warriors that are just trolling, or they're just people just hate for sport. Like they don't actually really support any games at all. So I don't think their opinions matter. I think the sales kind of speak for themselves. Like people don't care necessarily about graphics. They care about art style more so than graphics and gameplay. Like if the core game experience is really good, they can overlook the graphics not looking like an Unreal 5 tech demo. Like people don't care that much. You know, the indie game market, Nintendo is evidence that you don't have to go too crazy on graphics as long as people enjoy the core experience. Like Helldivers 2 looks nice, but it's not like the most visually stunning game you've ever of the generation. It's fairly simplistic, but it's the core game experience is really fun, and that's why so many people played it, you know, much to Jay Shockblast's chagrin.
Are we allowed to say that? Like that it's not like the greatest game ever made?
Yes, we are. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Jay's hatred shines through once again.
It's not even that. Like I didn't even say it. You did, and you play the game.
I do, and I recognize the game for what it's like. The core of it is very. I like what I respect what they did. Obviously, the game is very, very far from perfect. It's gotten better recently. Since the CEO stepped down and is being seems to be doing more hands-on stuff when it comes to the updates. Like we finally got a patch where they actually buffed things instead of just nerfing everything. I think I don't think that's a coincidence.
Is it really a buff if you're just bringing it back to what it used to be?
No, it wasn't what it used to be. Like they literally just, like, for example, the explosive sniper rifle, they didn't bring it back to what it used to be, so it's still worse. But they did give it a damage buff. But they buffed other weapons that had previously been getting neglected, and made more strategies more viable. So that was definitely a step up for sure. But the core game itself is very fun. That's why people keep coming back to it. That's why it was, you know, such a massive success. And it didn't have to have the greatest graphics. Like they barely even show faces. Like it's not that, but it still looks nice. Like because it has a good art style. They make good use of lighting, so people can appreciate it that way. You don't have to have the most visually stunning game ever. Like if you have good art direction and the game itself is like fun to play, rewarding, then you can get by. Like Killer Bean was one of the most fun games I anticipated, and it's like it was made by one guy. It looks extremely cartoony. It's literally a bean with a face on it, but it looks like one of the most fun games of the year. Right. And that's kind of just all it takes. Like just be interesting, just be creative.
Elden Ring. Are you familiar with Slasher?
Yeah,
Rod Breslau.
No.
He like I don't know. I just saw Miller respond to his tweet that just says I didn't lie.
Shout out to Miller. He
something I remember he like it was something about like why Dr. Disrespect got banned, and then he got like canceled kind of right after. He like disappeared for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly he's back.
I barely remember the Dr. Disrespect thing. Didn't he like get banned from Twitch because you filmed someone in the bathroom or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, shout out to Miller, and congratulations on his like from Mr. Bill Roseman.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like he something happened, and he just fell off the face of the earth and just stopped tweeting. And I don't know, I just happened to see Miller respond to his tweet. But yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued because I've kind of forgot.
Sorry, who's Slasher supposed to be?
He was like a esports journalist.
He was an esports journalist.
Yeah, I don't remember who he wrote for, but he would break all sorts of esports news, and he's got 363,000 followers. But he used to tweet all the time, and then he just disappeared after the Dr. Disrespect thing. I'm scrolling through his timeline now, and it's mostly just heavy metal tweets from going to shows. But there are some esports tweets. But I'm trying to figure out, there was a gap of a year where he just disappeared. But even now, I'm already into July of last year. So
it's like a mystery.
Yeah,
a murder mystery.
He hasn't been gone completely. But there was a gap where he disappeared because somebody kind of Me Too'd him, I think.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, I don't know.
That will do it. Mystery solved.
Yeah, but he I don't know, he just disappeared for a while. So I don't know the whole story, but I just saw he just tweeted something I did not lie. And then it's just a bunch of I didn't lie 6 minutes ago. And Miller responded, "Oh my God." Shinna, who's a big he's the Miller, one of the Millers of Fortnite. Now things make more sense. Zach,
Dr. Disrespect is over party.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody tweeted a picture of Justin Timberlake's the mugshot. For several hours now, I've been told from a credible source that the reason Dr. Disrespect has been banned. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that was his tweet. For several hours now, I've been told from credible sources the reason Dr. Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I've stopped refraining from going on it. I feel very comfortable with it currently. I think that's what his tweet was back then. Somebody retweeted it. Can't believe the secret lasted 4 years. So yeah, it was 4 years. That's what I mean.
So we're basically about to get a big Dr. Disrespect blow up.
I guess. Smoking on the Disrespect Pact. Let's see what Nick Merckx thinks about this. What his boy may have done. Was this some news I missed? I'm trying to.
Yeah, Nick Merckx recently got canceled multiple times. He was the one that got his pack removed from Call of Duty,
right?
Because he tweeted "Leave the kids alone" about the whole Pride thing, and then he recently did an Elden Ring stream, and he yelled at someone in the chat saying and told them that trans people don't exist. so yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand everything, but
so look. Well, if you're a Dr. Disrespect fan, apparently,
maybe he just got banned again because I see somebody else.
Some stuff is happening.
Khalif Adams just tweeted "Wow" 2 times, so I'm wondering if what's going on with Dr. Disrespect.
I do not follow his content. Yeah, I don't see anything. There was something in March about his Twitch ban being addressed by the CEO. I don't know what the
he got caught. He got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whisper product.
Allegedly.
Ex-Twitch employee insinuates the reason Dr. Disrespect was banned was for sexting with a minor in Twitch Whispers to meet up at TwitchCon. No evidence provided. Yeah.
Okay, so
that I mean, listen, we're like investigative journalisming as
we're reading tweets.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Whoever this person is,
Cody Connors,
former CPM explainer at Twitch.
Yeah, so it's saying allegedly his Dr. Disrespect's Twitch ban is from Drake, some Drake activity. some Diddy allegations is essentially what we're getting at here.
Yeah, lots of names I recognize.
I mean, to be fair, Dr. Disrespect does have that kind of face and mustache.
Yeah, I'm like
that hair.
I don't know. I don't like.
Yeah, obviously we have not. We've literally seen no evidence. So the
breaking news.
So allegedly,
shit's happening on the internet.
Allegedly, Dr. Disrespect was banned for Diddy like activity. we cannot confirm yet, but that's currently what's going around.
Well, so what was up with that Kendrick Lamar concert?
Oh yeah, he had a pop-out concert and he basically brought the whole West Coast except for Ice Cube together for basically a memorial for Drake because holy shit. I mean, I think I heard he performed Not Like Us about 7 times.
Yeah, I saw 6. So pop out concert. Did you just say, all right, concert here tonight?
Yeah, pretty much.
And okay.
Yeah, so Phil the Arena had a bunch of special guests. Obviously, Dr. Dre was on stage. You know, he brought us some NBA players from the area, Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan.
I saw that LeBron was there, but his wife would not let him go on stage.
Yeah, probably because she went. I mean, I feel like if you're already there, like you might as well get on stage.
You're LeBron James. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, like what's Drake gonna do?
Yeah, I thought he had it bad enough being a Maple Leaf fan.
Oh no, Drake! Imagine having 20,000-30,000 people singing along that you're a PDF file.
6 times.
6 times at least. Like I saw the clip and like hearing 20,000 people say a minor was insane. Oh my god, I think we have to officially crown. I think it's over. I think officially we have to say Not Like Us is the best diss record of all time. It's past Ether, like it's beyond Ether. Like it's over. Like there's no way this is not the best diss record of all time. You know, apologies to Hit 'Em Up. Apologies to Ether. I don't think anything is topping Not Like Us. Like it's a global phenomenon. Like not only is like in itself just a really really brutal diss track, but the fact that Kendrick then waived the copyright so that people could just monetize it on YouTube or anything or anywhere else just made it take on a whole life of its own. Like everyone everywhere, no matter what, is playing that damn song or making some content with that song in the background. Like even people who don't listen to rap are, if you will sing along when they hear a what. Like, that's crazy.
Oh god, that gives me nightmares. There's like this one. I have a video that I turned into like a GIF. From like this time I was doing, like I used to every Friday night I used to play Fortnite and just let anybody join my game.
Nerd.
And oh my god, some of the voice chat, like there's this one where like this kid was like talking about that song WAP, and they were like, you'd have to hear it, and I'm not gonna play it.
Oh please don't.
But it did prompt. Hold on. I used this on Doomkiller the other day just because I don't know, it made sense to go with whatever he had said.
Jay has some low-key really good memes of himself.
Yeah.
If you need some good reaction memes, use J Shock Blast.
Hold on, where are we at?
I've saved more than more than a fair share in a folder for my meme folder.
Oh yeah, it's in a different folder. My bad.
Come on, old man. Speed it up.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't prepared for this. And of course, when I'm trying to change folders, it's on like an external hard drive, and it's like taking its time.
Imagine being prepared for a podcast. It's crazy.
Well, we didn't plan this part.
Hey, shut up. This is all done in rehearsal, like an hour before the show. Shut up.
All right, here it is.
The suspense is killing us.
It made me do that.
That's a good that is a very good reaction. I mean, that is solid. That is a solid reaction, Jeff.
I think it is. I still have the video too, but my God. Hold on, this is like the full screen version. I don't know. I think it's funny.
It better be.
I laugh at it.
Worth it.
Yeah. Anyway.
You look so young.
God, it was a few years ago.
It feels like you have less facial hair.
Yeah. It wasn't as long.
I think that's the biggest difference. The facial hair can really shape how old you look. If I shaved right now, I probably look like 20 years younger.
Here comes. I found the. I don't know if you can hear it.
I definitely can't. Is that Poison Ivy?
Yeah.
Of course, Jay Goonan on Fortnite. Big surprise. Jay loves the cake. Yeah, there's literally no audio.
Oh. Well, you can see it. I go full screen in a second.
Only thing we saw was Poison Ivy's ass, which was Jay's intention all along.
How do I add volume?
Boomer.
Can you hear it now?
Nope.
Well, they're kids. Who cares?
Yeah, you need to prepare these bits beforehand.
Yeah, my bad.
You're not good at this.
Yeah, I don't think you wanted to hear it. They were like definitely some squeakers and something about never eat soggy wieners.
Yeah, I can't. One of the many reasons I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah. And WAP apparently is water and pizza.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what that stands for.
So obviously, I think my finger guns were warranted.
Yeah, for sure.
So, anyway.
Yeah, but what else this week? We had a new episode of The Boys, which Jay Shockblast finally admits is good.
Oh, I didn't watch. Is a new one this week?
Yeah, it comes on. I guess you got to get used to it. Like when Amazon shows up, you're typically used to waking up and them being there on Friday, but it's like Wednesday, like night. So they're going to be live on Thursday morning. It's basically Thursday morning. So we won't. So Jay, once again, unprepared.
I did not watch. I watched all the other episodes. I forgot about it.
Well, we won't spoil episode 4, but it is quite an episode. I believe the best episode of the season so far, for sure.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we definitely got some stuff happening. Yeah, we got some more clarity on last week. We were talking a little bit about it, but yeah, Sister Sage's whole thing is that, which we learned a bit more in this episode. What she did last week was she basically lobotomizes herself because her brain, basically just makes her the smartest person in every room. And it also we also found out that it constantly regenerates, so no matter how much damage it takes. So what she'll do is she'll give herself a lobotomy so that she can take a break from being so smart and just kind of relax.
Paul Tassi tweeting about the situation. This is the former account director of strategic partnerships at Twitch, claiming to reveal why Doc was banned at long last. And it's, yeah.
So this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect is over party. The right-wing fans are finally waking up that this show is making fun of them. Bro, the amount of people the amount of people I'm seeing on Twitter finally on the right finally realizing that they've been getting made fun of this entire time is truly like if you're just saying if you're now, the fact that they're now saying the show is woke just because they have a new prominent black woman character is crazy. Like they have been making fun of the right since season 1. like the whole point of the show is that it's political satire. Like they make fun of the right all the time. Obviously, they're their favorite target, but yeah, they also make fun of liberals. Vought is literally Disney, like it's literally Disney. but the right wingers just realized, hey, wait a minute. So they had to make it so obvious, like going to come knowing the true con, and we got some. You're gonna love this episode. Your girl Firecracker has a moment. They say that Gen V is on. To be fair, I don't think they actually watch Gen V. Like, I feel like those people just skipped Gen V because they assumed it was going to be woke or whatever. But no, Gen V was good. I thought the satire in there was strong as well. But yeah, the main line in The Boys was always making fun of the current political climate. They're just more overt about it in season 4. The subtlety is completely gone. I think they literally straight up said that Firecracker was based on Marjorie Taylor Greene, which is kind of a compliment to Marjorie Taylor Greene, but then I mean, after what we heard about Firecracker in episode 4, it's like, oof.
Oh boy. Yeah, well, I'll watch it. I'll make sure I've watched this episode and next week's before next week.
Yeah, please watch it so that we won't have to dance around spoilers for your benefit. But it is fun. I am enjoying the new season. I thought season 3 started off slower, but it ended up in a pretty cool place. But season 4 so far started off great to me. I thought they didn't slack off at all. It's been really strong for the most part. Definitely some of the satire is pretty cringe, but I think others just spot on. like A-Train's Blindside movie is fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
All right, quick palate cleanse. All right, got to introduce everybody.
Your dog
to my new baby girl.
How do I know this is happening?
This is Evie.
Yay!
She's awesome. She's come a long way. Tomorrow is going to be a week since we got her, and awful situation.
Slay.
Like massive hoarding situation. 84 boxers were taken from one location in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. So 2 locations, one in Massachusetts, one in New Hampshire. Same people. As many as 84 were taken, and we heard about it, looked into it, and went down and got to come home with her. A little bit of an adjustment for Thor. Absolute only child syndrome. So We considered naming her Sylveon, so that we could call her Sylvie, so it would kind of be a take on Loki. But we decided on Eevee. Eevee suits her.
You made the right choice.
But yeah, she's tiny. That's what made me say that. Yeah. But we got her to the vet this week, clean bill of health. She's about a third the size of Thor. Only one real incident this week, a little bit of food protection on Thor's part. She just got a little too close while he was eating, and he's like, nah, my food. So, but other than that, like, they're getting along great. She's come a long way. She hasn't been able to come downstairs yet. So she's still figuring out the house. We keep her in her own space for parts of the day, as we have, started to like bring her out with Thor more and everything. And it's definitely an adjustment. But yeah, trust me, like, when you look at her compared to Thor, she's tiny. She's like, they told us she was a year old, but I think she's younger than that. Like, when I got Thor, he was 10 months old and he already weighed 70 pounds. And he's a big guy.
Big boy.
Yeah. But like Teddy, my boxer before him, the most he ever weighed was 73 pounds.
I think Thor is just a chunker.
Yeah. But he's like solid. Like, he's not like fat. He's always been like very solid. She's very underweight. Like, but she's doing good, and she's a love bug, and it's funny to watch her watch Thor. Like she's learning from him. Like, it's kind of funny.
You should be making some vlog content out of this. What are you doing, Jay?
I mean, I posted a TikTok video. I posted some stuff on Instagram, but I posted stuff on Twitter, obviously. Apparently, like, nobody makes content on Twitter.
No, they don't. Twitter sucks.
Well, I was being sarcastic, but like apparently, like, you don't make content on Twitter. Like, of course you do.
I hate Twitter.
Yeah. It was one of the horsey guys, like, buddies, apparently, like, quote tweeted me, like, for a reaction. I don't remember what it was about anymore, but it was stupid. Oh, it was like the same joke I always make, like one of the same jokes I always make, and the person took it way too seriously. And I'm like, well, at least you're making your Twitch or Twitter content out of it. He's like, nobody makes content on Twitter. You literally bought a check mark, bro. You're definitely trying to grift.
Which reminds me, I have to unsubscribe because I'm not doing the new ID verification thing, which means no more revenue, which means I'm not.
They're hiding the streaming behind it now.
Oh, they're hiding streaming behind it now?
Yeah, like, in order to stream, you're gonna have to be like subscribed.
I'll happily not do that. I don't care. fuck Twitter. Twitter's ass.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll make do without Twitter. Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of it. But yeah, I feel like it's just been running to the ground.
Yeah, I do feel like lately a lot of stuff has been like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I feel like I'm missing things.
Yeah.
And I feel like things just being suppressed. So
and stuff just randomly just breaks down, like, way more often than it used to. Like even simple things.
Yeah.
Like weirdly, even like trying to screen captures. If I'm trying to get a screenshot of something, sometimes it just doesn't work on Twitter. It's like, is bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss the blue check.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably just wait until, like, they say, hey, you need to.
Yeah, you missed our glowing review of the Acolyte already. We're obviously big fans. It's the best Star Wars content since the originals, by far. 10 out of 10. Marvel. The thing I'm most excited about the Marvel vs. Capcom comeback is how excited Andy is about the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, for sure.
Just seeing Andy be excited. Not only getting to be with Capcom again, but getting to experience a Marvel related content rollout and not be like sleep deprived and depressed. It's just nice to see.
Yeah, for sure. It was also nice to
here comes the segue.
Meet him.
There it is.
Yeah, Andy was awesome, man. Like I'm very very glad I finally got to meet him. He is absolutely super happy.
He looks
like,
it.
Yeah, he's just a good dude. I really loved working with Andy on Marvel's Avengers, and I'm glad to see he's happy with Capcom.
Which Capcom is doing big things. They're one of the companies who not only did they avoid the mass layoffs, but they gave their devs more money. Imagine that. Give your employees more money.
Del Walker weighing in on the Captain or the Dr. Disrespect.
Uh-oh.
Many people wondering why former account director of strategic partnerships at Twitch is only now revealing that Dr. Disrespect is a pedophile. I know many NDAs are listed at 4 years. His ban was June 2020. Allegedly. That was a quote. I was reading a tweet. Okay, I'm not suggesting or stating.
Try to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. They're not like us. 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 Allegedly.
Oh.
So this Dr. Disrespect thing is like a thing right now.
Yeah, it is blowing up big time.
So I'm getting it. So that is an interesting point though. So the allegation here is twofold, that Dr. Disrespect engaged in some R. Kelly activities, and what Twitch covered it up.
Basically.
Oof.
they had like an NDA. He was banned, and there was an NDA as to why he was banned, like not to release it. You know what I mean?
So to protect, I guess in their mind they were trying to protect they wanted to avoid having the headline that Twitch streamer is a PDF file, so they banned him and had him sign an NDA so that no one would talk about why he was banned. So
great segue here. As Ubisoft creators, obviously we are excited about Assassin's Creed, and I want to show off some cards I got to see for Magic the Gathering X Assassin's Creed at Summer Game Fest. Now that the NDA is lifted, these are some of the special cards that you can get.
I was wondering where that segue was. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So these are some of like the legendary creature cards that you can get in this new set. I believe the packs come out very soon.
Where's my Yasuke?
So I don't think he's in it. Ooh. But you got Bayek, you had Adewale, you got Edward Kenway.
Ooh.
You got Ivor.
Ooh.
Eivor.
Ooh.
You got Ezio Brashnovis. One of the things that I thought was cool about this card is he doesn't start off as an assassin, but you can basically level him up to be an assassin.
Looks like he started off as the Rizzler.
Oh, he absolutely was.
The fuck is this?
So you got Haytham Kenway. You got Layla. You got Lydia Fry, who I believe was in Unity or Syndicate.
Can you actually play this card game?
Yes, this is Magic the Gathering.
This is actual Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could like see like it costs like one of either like earth, like water,
I was always more of a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah, I've only played Magic the Gathering like a very small handful of times. You got Sigurd, but the card art is really cool. So these are basically like the legendary cards. So yeah.
Shout out to Magic Gathering, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to meet with them. They sent me like a bunch of other ones, but I just thought those were like the really cool ones. I don't know what some of the other ones are gonna do.
Speaking of shilling, did you get your Marvel Rivals direct deposit yet?
For what?
Did you do the reaction contest?
I mean, I did a reaction, but I don't think I like won anything.
I got some cash for that contest.
Oh yeah, it was like $20.
More.
Oh.
Higher.
Ooh. I thought when I read it was only like a $20 thing.
Whoa, it was more than 20. I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, well.
Because the last time it was only 50.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, well, whatever.
Yeah, it was higher this time around. I was like, wait a minute, where'd this come from?
Well,
it paid.
Good job. Congrats.
It pays to be a show.
Yeah.
Where can you sign up for the console beta? Soon.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, if you played in the PC beta, you obviously don't have to do anything as long as you got the.
I heard differently, actually. I heard you need to sign up again for the console beta.
So, from my understanding, is if you played the PC beta and you got to level 10, you're in the closed beta. If you played the closed alpha, you're in the closed beta if you got to level 10. But if you want to play on console and not on PC again, you have to send a new request.
Okay, there you go. That's I guess more what I meant.
Yeah, if you played the closed alpha on PC, I assume you'd want to continue playing on PC, in which case you should be able to. But if you want to play on the vastly superior console, then you got to sign up once those go live, which should be sometime in the next couple weeks, because the actual closed beta is supposed to be like late July. So that sign up announcement should be soon. I mean, it'll have to be soon in order to line up with that target date. So be on the lookout for the socials.
Indeed.
They'll have it out there. Blade game. Yeah, we are going to. I heard the Blade game. Last I heard from the Blade game, it's scheduled to. They're targeting 2027, which means we'll probably get the Blade game before the Blade movie. At this
Ain't
point,
that the truth?
I mean, even with a 2027 release date, yeah, I would still bet that comes out before the actual movie at this point. What the fuck? Like, I saw Wesley Snipes was even weighed in on it. I don't understand how. Well, I understand it's Disney, but it is crazy.
I would imagine we'll have something like that again.
Yeah, because it's a closed beta, so that's essentially how they're treating the closed ones. For the open beta, I imagine it'll be there won't be any need to do anything like that, because everyone will be having access to it. But because they're going to have limited spots, yeah, there's going to be once again an opportunity for people who are streaming Marvel Rivals in the program to distribute keys. So can't wait for that saga to start again. You got the keys, we got the keys, got the keys, where the keys, where the keys, where the keys.
Yeah, that was Remember that case I told you about? The Karen Reed case?
I do.
I've been following it very closely. So the defense the prosecution finally arrested today. Spent 8 weeks. Okay, 8 weeks like bringing over 60 people out to testify.
That's a lot of weeks.
After resting, the defense asked for a direct ruling, which was denied, basically saying that they didn't establish anything, which they didn't. They then were able to call in basically 3/4 of a day, 3 of their like star people that they're going to call. And apparently they only have 4 more people they're going to call. And like they're going to like rest after probably 3 days.
Ooh.
And they're going like she's already won. Like it, like the 3 people they called today, like destroyed everything that the Commonwealth tried to do for like 8 weeks. And the prosecutor like lost his shit a few times today. It was kind of funny. But yeah, she is I mean, she's probably going to be found not guilty as soon as Tuesday.
I would be shocked if that I mean the fact that this is even a thing is still amazing to me.
Yeah. Like literally the defense, like imagine that though, like the prosecution calls in over 60 people, none of which actually saw anything happen. Okay. The defense is going to call 6 people and just say, we're done. I mean, that's confidence.
I mean, it's a ridiculous case.
It really is. It's honestly like, it's wild. It's wild. And I cannot wait to see, like, there's like a federal investigation into all of this. And like, they literally turned over 3,000 pages of their documents to both sides as part of this. And 4 of the like 7 people that the defense is calling. All right, I'll get on this. And like 4 of those people were because of the FBI. Like, I mean, that tells you all you need to know.
This is going to be the craziest Netflix special.
Oh, they're already working. There's going to be a Netflix. It's probably going to be a Lifetime movie. I mean, there's probably going to be a couple different documentaries. It's wild.
I know we joke about. I know they've been joking about Caitlin Clark being the first white woman to experience racism, but this character page might actually be the first white woman to.
Dude, like the lead prosecutor or the lead detective on the case from the Mass State Police is going to get fired as soon as this case is over, just off of like the text messages the feds intercepted from his personal cell phone. Like he was texting people the day that like he was on the case, like his friends, like basically like, haven't found any nudes yet. Like going through a phone, haven't found any nudes. He said that he hopes that she kills herself and just makes it easier for everyone.
I mean, everyone involved should be in prison.
Right. He like kept making jokes. Like people were like, well, is she hot at least? And he's like, if you like, he was making fun of like she has colitis. And like she's made lots of poop jokes. Like it's bad. It's really, really like these texts are atrocious. And he's just like, they're inappropriate jokes, you know. Like he like hard ard.
Oh my god.
He basically made fun of the attorney and like his R client. I'm like, he's like, oh, something about his R client, you know, and then she has like 3 different attorneys, and the one that he was talking about wasn't asking the questions, but Alan Jackson goes, well, what do you think of him now? And he literally on the stand goes, I still don't like him very much. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
The scariest thing about this case is that I can't imagine this is like the only department that's like this. Like, there's no way.
This could literally be any of us. And
this really could have happened to anyone. Like the only reason we know about this is because some persistent citizen journalist wouldn't take no for an answer and decided to broadcast it to as many people as possible.
Yeah, the first person they called today should have been the first person that the Mass State Police looked at. It was the plow driver that plowed the street that night, that drove by at 2:30 in the morning and said no one was on the lawn, and then drove by at 3:00 in the morning and said there was a car parked right in front of the flagpole that the guy was found, and then drove by again at 3:30 and the car was gone and still nobody was there. So, no, I'm sorry, the car was still there. But I'm sorry, there's a car there for an hour. All right. He drives by before the car is there. Nobody's there. And they didn't talk to this guy for a year and a half. And everybody thinks that originally they were going to try to blame it on him, like the plow driver, not necessarily because it was him, but the plow driver, until they noticed that Karen had a cracked taillight that morning.
So they felt like she was an easier person to frame.
Yeah. And then one of the ladies that was involved in all of this Googled how long to die in the cold at 2:27 in the morning. And they literally brought in 4 experts to say that never happened. It was actually at 6 in the morning. She just used a tab that was open previously. And the defense brought in someone today that just annihilated all of them. Annihilated, to the point where at one point he said to the prosecutor that was cross-examining him, I'm really sorry if I've caused you any distress. Imagine.
Imagine cooking someone so bad that you have to apologize.
Yeah. That exact phrasing. Yeah. Because it was a misspelling, obviously. But here's the thing why it was so unbelievable, though, because she searched it again that morning. Okay. But when she searched it the first time, she didn't misspell it properly. She misspelled 2 words. So then she had to search again. So it was after the first misspelling. So it would never have been the case. Even if the whole open tab thing, she searched something else in that tab before she searched it the way that it showed at 2:27. So the whole science of how that all works is crazy, but she deleted all of it. So it doesn't matter. Guilty people don't delete everything from their phone.
No, they do
you know what I mean? Or innocent people, I should say. And they took Karen Reed's phone and nothing was deleted whatsoever. She deleted nothing. So, honestly, this case is wild. They're going to teach it in schools. The guy that's the prosecutor on the case, absolutely going to be a textbook case of what not to do in every possible way. And my favorite part about it has been my feed on YouTube right now, the algorithm is nothing but lawyer tube, which is a thing. Yeah. There are just people that sit on YouTube and co-stream trials all day and commentate on it. And there's some really good ones. There's this one lady that was a district attorney in Los Angeles, and she's probably the most popular out of all of them. She's at 775,000 subscribers. And I've watched some of her stuff when they're doing their thing, and she hates the prosecutor. Just the guy's a moron. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I know that I am definitely a little bit I am obviously a little partial because I do believe that she didn't do it.
I don't think this is even just about bias, objectively.
Yeah.
Anyone who examines this case would come to the fucking conclusion that she's innocent, and this is one of the most egregious corrupt cover-up attempts we've ever seen. What the fuck? How is this?
Yeah.
How is this allowed?
Yeah. And like I said, I I know that we've talked about it a little bit, and I know it doesn't really necessarily fit our show and everything, but like
it's the after show. We just do whatever we want.
Yeah, I am gonna be like glad when it's over though, because like I haven't watched it like hardcore, but I've spent way too much time watching it. Like whenever the prosecutor was asking questions, I tuned out. Like I'm like, I don't want to listen to him. He's boring. He's monotonous. Like I don't care. But I'll listen to the defense because like one of their attorneys is Alan Jackson, who is like a very, very, very high profile attorney from LA. I think he was actually Harvey Weinstein's lawyer, which not great, but
I mean, it's defense. Everyone, it's America. Everyone is entitled to a defense.
Yeah, but he has been worth every penny.
Didn't he also get Harvey off? I mean,
I maybe. Yeah. He, but he was also like, it's funny. Like I was watching like Dateline the other day and it was like an old episode from like 10 years ago and he was on it. Like, so he's a extremely high profile attorney. I think he was also a district attorney in LA.
I just can't help but think like all the potential situations where there wasn't a citizen journalist or this didn't go viral and someone's just getting fucking railroaded by corrupt cops.
That's exactly what they thought was going to happen. That's why they overcharged her with murder, like secondary murder, instead of like, drunk driving, vehicular homicide. They upcharged her because they thought that she would just take a plea and go away. Like they thought they could just bury her with court costs and everything like that. And the worst part is though, like his family believes she did it. And the people that I think did it actually like corrupted them. Like they like became friends with them and like have been feeding them all this Remember that like there was like this lady, I can't remember her name. She might have also been named Karen, but like it's just like they made a few movies about it. I can't remember her name, but like she like killed her husband or something, or killed her neighbor's husband, and like framed the wife for doing it, and like it eventually caught up on her. God, I wish I remember that movie.
The stuff you be watching, bro. you love your true crime.
My wife like only watches Lifetime and Hallmark movies. Okay,
your wife.
Listen, sometimes you have to like just take one for the team. I can't tell you how many Marvel movies she's gone and seen with me. She's going to see Deadpool with me. So sometimes you just gotta.
I mean, I feel like everyone's going to see Deadpool.
Right. Well, I don't think she cares. I think she's just in it for the popcorn.
I think she's in it for the Ryan Reynolds.
That's fair. Listen, she has to listen to me talk about like Pam Beesly all the time. So, well,
you're a Pam Beesly enjoyer.
Yeah. But I always say Pam Beesly. I don't say Jenna Fisher. I think there's a difference.
There is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's what you tell her, at least.
I don't know.
No, yeah, Pam B. I guess I think the difference is the aura. Yeah, Pam Beesly definitely has aura.
Yeah.
Jenna Fisher, not as much. I saw her in some other movie. Just
Blades of Steel.
It wasn't.
Or Blades of Glory or something like that. Skating movie.
I only got through like 10 minutes of that before turning it off. So no, it was a different movie. I think it was a Hall Pass.
Oh, I don't know about that one. She was almost naked in that movie.
Yeah, I did watch. I usually like Will Ferrell, but I was like 10 minutes.
Oh, that was terrible. It was a terrible movie.
Yeah, I was like 10 minutes in. I was like, yeah, no. I'm out. I'm out on this one. I could. That movie fucking sucked. Yeah, but good for you. Good for you, Jay. I think that's it. I think that's it for this week.
Yeah.
I wanted to potentially take a break because I want to hate Boston in peace, but but at least we had some breaking news we'll keep an eye on the Dr. Disrespect situation, and and looking forward to the NBA off season. Things should pick up more as we get to July. We're going to get back into the kind of show season. We got of course we got some games dropping next month. Boo. 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 we got First Ascendant dropping early July. We got the Marvel Rivals closed beta, maybe Suicide Squad season 2, Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, that might be a big thing. July, and then of course August we have the rest of the showcases. We got Gamescom open at night, the THQ Nordic showcase, which might have Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. Fingers crossed. So got a lot of stuff in the game world popping off in the next couple months. We'll keep you up to date as usual. Hopefully Boston can't afford their roster anymore.
You're bringing literally just about everybody back. I think we might lose Xavier Tillman. You know,
I hope you lose everyone. I hope Jaylen Brown demands a trade.
I think he's like Boston for life at this point.
Fuck Boston. They're never winning again. All right. So, appreciate y'all. I'm Stud the Gamer.
I am world champion Jay Shockblast.
NBA champion. World. Also, look out for the Dr. Disrespect stuff.
It is blowing up right now.
It's crazy. I'm Stud the Gamer. Side out. Peace, my naysayers.